What up, everybody? Nexus 2313 posting it up in the clutch with Nexus Chronicles episode 2. You know we going in hard with these fights. Here we go. Before I start even talking about anything, I want to give a shout out to this dude, Golden Atoll 4, who showed me the first legit Conqueror I have ever fought in this game. I got the game the day the American version came out. I got it the day I was outside GameStop. Got the first legit Conqueror. I was real impressed with this fight. I kept expecting to get hit with a tilt out of nowhere, just tilt spam like every other time. But no, he never did it, not one time. And so I'm really impressed. And so props to him. It was a great fight. But okay, a lot of you, some of you have probably noticed by now that I'm no longer a hero. That is true. I've reset my account, and that is because I got kicked out of. It was either 32 or 38 lobbies in a row. This is all at one time. 30. We're just going for convenience. We're just gonna say 32. I kicked out of 32 lobbies in a row. It actually got to the point where I was joining games and then looking at their gamer cards, gamer tag, real quick before they could kick me, so I could send them a message. I asked them why, and only why they kicked me. Only one dude ever messaged me back. He said because your win loss was too much, and by that time I was like positive 1,014, 1,400 or something. And so yeah, that's what he told me. So I was like, well, it seems like it's about time to reset. So I just did. What I forgot about was not only do you have to get everything back, the characters, the cards. One time I googled around for a little while until I found the codes for all the rare cards, just because it looked cool. And it took me several days to get them all put in, and now I probably won't even end up doing it again just because it takes too freaking long. I actually hadn't done the storyline by the time I made this video, so all the characters you're gonna see me use are characters that you get without doing the story mode. Because I really, the story mode bores me. After the first time it bored me, so I didn't want to do it again. So I'm just rocking the original characters right now, using who I can, doing what I can with this, trying to hold it down. So yeah. Oh, and okay, this was pointed out in my last video. This was pointed out in my last Nexus Chronicles thing that I talk about spamming too much. I talk about spamming too much, and I'm trying to stop that. I did take that into consideration. I figured maybe I did spam too. I'm gonna talk about spamming too much, so I'm trying to avoid that. Elite the God. I'm not sure what his YouTube name is, but Elite the God pointed it out to me. So I'm trying to keep it held down. And okay, this has been happening far too much recently. I've been catching grief for a lot of the videos I've been putting up online. And because, okay, this happened to me twice, but that's only twice, but it's 2 times too many. This don't need to happen. If I put, okay, I never say it, as long as you don't spam me, I never say anybody sucks. If we had a legit fight, I don't trash talk you on YouTube. I don't do it. I never understood why somebody would do it, so I don't do it. But, okay, the problem lied. Okay, King Danyo, don't get mad because I'm mentioning you in this video or nothing. Don't send me another message. I ain't trying to get it. So, what happened, apparently, I put the fight up, the first fight of him, and I just went and played Halo. The next day, I was just playing Halo randomly, not thinking about Naruto at all, just playing Halo. He sent me a message. He's getting mad at me because somebody told him that I said he sucked on the video. Now, if you go back and watch that video right now, you'll say I never said anything to down him. Nothing at all. I didn't say anything. Ain't nothing bad. I try to avoid trash talking on videos simply to avoid this exact kind of situation. So, yeah, as long as there was a legit fight, you know, I won't say anything bad about you ever. So, you ain't even got to worry about that. But before I go on and talk more about it, I want to stop and talk about this video, this fight right here. This fight, I started to panic. I panicked a lot in this fight. It looked like I was screwed. It got to I almost put my controller down actually, but I wanted to keep fighting. I wanted to see if we could at least make it a good fight to the end. So yeah, I enjoyed this fight. I hope the guy I fought enjoyed it because it was a really good, really close match, and I hope he enjoyed it because I did. So yeah, talk more about that later. But Yeah, man. As long I try to trash talking on YouTube, man. It's just not right. Especially since the person can't really defend themselves. They don't know the video's up. But hopefully we won't have that problem anymore. You know, King Danyo, y'all, we already had this. We had a whole conversation through messages on Xbox where we got the whole thing taken care of. Turned out to be a misunderstanding. Turned out to be a big misunderstanding where a friend told him I said he sucked. I didn't. We got it all taken care of. Also, I told him I'd address this on my video. I said I thought he was my old clan leader because I was in EAK Sub-Zero's clan, and I thought Daniel was his leader, so that made him my leader. I was apparently mistaken, so I want to clarify that, clear that up right now, and get it out of here. So don't even worry about that. That's taken care of. But yeah, okay, we're getting to the point in this fight. We're getting to the point in this fight where I'm like, oh, I'm screwed. Right, like right here, I almost put the controller down, but I was like, you know what, that wouldn't be good for the video. So let me just keep it going. Let me see if I can at least make this a good fight to the end. And I got lucky. I either got really lucky, or I don't even know what happened, man. I was just trying. I was trying so hard here, subbing everything, trying to stay alive while I ran this. And I backed up right here. So I thought pain was coming when he got hit in the air. And even if I subbed that, I already knew it was just gonna throw me right back into it. I was hoping that wouldn't make me sub above it, but yeah, it got really close here at the end, but ended up catching him with that, dropping back, and wait for it, rocking this, and it was a really good fight though. Shout out to this dude, he's really good. But okay, here we go, next fight. I think I got a couple spammers coming up. One Masked Man and one 1010. So yeah. Okay, this dude Circuit 347. I fought him before. I fought him like earlier in the day before I recorded this, and when my Roxy was fucking up at the time, so I didn't have a chance to get it. But okay, I don't know what happened. I don't remember what happened exactly. All I know is I got decimated. That's all I know. I don't know what happened specifically. All I know is I got destroyed. That's all I remember. But I rejoined him again later in the day, and we got this fight going. This guy's actually a really good fight. No disrespect. It's a really good fighter. No disrespect at all. Really good. So this was a good fight. I threw it up here. Oh, hold on. Somebody knocking at my door. Jesus. What up, everybody? Okay, yeah. I had to help my sister out with something, and if I edited correctly, then there should only be a second or so of delay. But okay, I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what I was talking about before I left, so I'm just gonna get on a whole new subject, man. We're talking about the combo cancel now. I ain't gonna lie, I see a lot of high level people. What they do is the jump dash, and the jump dashing is not the problem. It's constantly jump dashing, like doing it repeatedly, even when they don't block it. If they block the dash, then by all means jump the dash again. But if they don't block it, you want to start. It's not when you jump dash. It's not when you guard break. It's when you spend the whole match trying to guard break, and you rely specifically on the ability to ultimate after you do the guard break. And it's that kind of thing. It's that kind of thing that lowers your skill level just a bit, because you're not learning how to do combos better. You're just learning how to guard break, which is like another form of spamming. But yeah, I'm trying to learn how to do the combo cancel. I was never really good at it. I never really tried it when I got the game. So yeah, I was all about the dashing. So now I'm working on it. I'm trying to get it right. So hopefully you'll see a bunch of that in my later videos. But another thing I want to point out is something Elite the God. He also called me on this last Nexus Chronicles. I was flipping out because of all the gay teams I'm seeing. For example, this right here, Masked Man, Tsuchikage, not so much Sasuke, but okay, you know, in a better example be like Pain with like Part 1 1010 and Kid Gara, for example. Just off the top of my head. So yeah, I'm trying not to do that. And what was pointed out to me was that, okay, yeah, I'm getting mad at people with team names, but the game, I believe the words he used with the game's not called Naruto Storm team names only. And you're right. You paid your money for this game. You can play it however you want to. You want to spam? Go ahead. You want to use random teams? Go ahead. You pay for the game, you can do whatever you want with it, and there's nothing I nor anybody else can do to stop you. It's just not. It just seems to me that everybody would have a lot more fun if people use the teams, because it's not, the problem is not the actual support, it's just what it does. For example, we can't have fun and actually fight if I'm worried about if I'm trying to move away from a guy with a scythe that's swinging at me and holding me in place while you grab me or charge a chakra, do an ultimate, whatever you're doing, because he don't give you quite some time. But and another thing with once going back to my guard break, a bunch of the guard breakers, they just is part 1 Gara Kid 10 guard break automatically. But I ain't even trying to get in that, man. I'm gonna try just to let all that go. You want to use the game sports, you do that, man. It ain't even a big deal no more. Okay, so I want to give a shout out to this guy, Daddy D209. He's holding down on the PSN network, Armstorm. He got the Japanese version. He's the guy that I watched. I meant to shout out to him on the last video. I don't know if I did or not, but he was the guy I watched before the game came out, because he had the Japanese version, so he got it earlier. And that was where I learned a lot of the stuff that I used on the first couple weeks. This is how I got the 100 wins in the first night. So yeah, check his channel out. His link's gonna be in the description. So yeah, he's really good. So if you like stuff like that. Another thing I want to talk about while I got y'all here is OP characters. I don't believe a lot of characters that are said to be OP, they're overpowered. For those who don't know, are that overpowered. For example, Kid Lee. I never found him that much of a threat, really. If you can play him correctly, if you can play against him correctly, his speed's not that devastating. He's one of the fastest, possibly the first, possibly second fastest combo character in the game. Correct, but he's not impossible. He's not. If you can get around the speed, if you can move to the point where it becomes a liability, then you got it pretty much. Also, part 1 Gara, as long as he doesn't spam the sand shower, he's beatable too. Easily beatable. And it's not that he's weak, it's just that if you can get around the sand, he's got nothing else. That's it. And once you get around that sand, that's it. And it's not that difficult. Like, okay, instead of when you sub him, move. Like, okay, when you're going at him and you know that he's just gonna sub and start tapping B because the sand's got a lot of range. Not gonna lie, sand has a lot of range, and you know he's gonna do that. So as soon as he subs, double tap the button and go forward real quick and get out of the way. Then maybe move to the side and rush back in and get around the sand. And that way he uses more subs than you do, and you have a chance to get him later on. So this is all assuming he hasn't spammed the sand shower. Especially if it's sand burial. I never see that one, but if you do, man, that's all the more you can get it. So yeah, he's not that bad. Kid Neji's the one I hear most about, and Kid Neji is, I believe, in my eyes, the fastest combo character, but he's also not impossible. I've beaten Kid Neji several times. I beat a Kid Lee and a Kid Neji with Karine earlier today, so it's not that hard to do. It's just if you're fighting a really good person who knows how to use Kid Neji, it's a bit more difficult, but it's nowhere near impossible. You can beat anyone on this game with anyone if you do it right, or if they do it wrong. Either way it'll work. But next, who else is overpowered? Let me see. KCM, the Nine-Tails Chakra mode Naruto. Talk about that. And that character, I'm not gonna lie, he is my favorite character in this game. And if anybody who knows me on Xbox knows that I used him for like the first 3 or 4 weeks, like almost exclusively on ranked, because I loved his combos, and I loved his Rasengan and the Nine-Tails Chakra form in the Awakening. I just loved it. I just loved everything about that character. But however overpowered he might be with the Nine-Tails Awakening 2 Frenzy Pills, also not impossible to do. I beat Nine-Tails Chakra forms before. It's just a bit more difficult than most of the characters. And here's a character I didn't think was overpowered, but somebody sent me a message because he rage quit on me. So I sent him a message asking why he rage quit, and he said because I had Susanoo Sasuke, so I'm being OP. and I didn't think Susanoo Sasuke was that overpowered. Granted, his combos are fast. He's not his slow himself, but I mean, I never found him overpowered. Even if you're spamming his Inferno style, it's not that bad. It's not Rage Quit bad. So yeah, I don't know. Y'all tell me if it's overpowered. I don't know. Comment. Let me know. But okay. Let me see. Who else? Who else is there? Kiba. Kiba. Kiba is the only character in this game that I have such an issue with. I have such a problem with Kiba because he dashes 2 times. All he's gotta do is jump, air dash you, and your guard's broke off the first hit. It doesn't make any sense really. It doesn't make any sense really. Kiba shouldn't have combos where his dog can go a separate direction than him. But he even him, he's not impossible. He is one of the, in my experience, he's the most difficult character to play against. If they're legit and they're coming at you with combos constantly, it is very difficult to beat a Kiba that knows what it's doing. But it's not impossible. But you can do it though. So it ain't even that. It's not that hard. It is hard though. I mean, it's just not impossible. So yeah, you got to work around some of the characters. If you're using a slow character, like if you're using the first Hokage and they're using Kid Neji, by all means, don't go straight at them. Don't go straight at them constantly. Like, go around them. Like, wait. You can let them come to you real quick and then dodge to the side and go at them. Make them lose a sub, and then you just work on it from there. Like, you got to tear their subs down before you can even go at them. Every time, okay, don't go at them in combo constantly because you know you're not gonna make it. Go up to them, like dash halfway, stop, jump backwards and throw a shuriken, hoping and like see if they sub it. If they sub it, then there you go. There's your opening right there. Get in there. Go in. But don't. You got to play smart. You ain't even got to be good. You just got to play smart, you know? That's just how you got to play this game sometimes. You can't just be on the attack. You got to defend. You got to just play smart. That's all. That's it. Oh, this fight right here. I thought I had it. I thought that was going to be a good ending to the fight, but sadly, no. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say, man. So like, favorite, subscribe, let everybody know what's up on Xbox, and enjoy the rest of the fight.